Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, two mysterious lands of incredible beauty, towering mountains, roaring rivers, and endless steppe. The people here come from a proud history spanning over 2,000 years. While flying back from a trip to Vietnam, I looked down and saw a crazy mountain landscape. There were almost no settlements, but miles and miles of giant peaks. I checked the map and realized that I was over Kyrgyzstan. Once home, I did some research and came across kumis, or fermented horse milk, which even intrigued me more. Later, while discussing potential bikepacking trips with a college friend, I snuck the idea of a trip to this area as the most obvious choice. Soon after, we booked our tickets and off we went for a month of exploring the endless gravel and goat trails crisscrossing these lands.
Oregon Trail, the last frontier.
How's my hair look? Pretty good. Do it. Got it, your selfie stick there?
Yeah.
Gonna get some cool pictures?
Let's get some selfies.
Nice, dude.
The Americans are so foolish with their bikes. Leave their four-wheel drive vehicles at home and they bike to Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, it's a video.
We started the trip in Almaty, Kazakhstan, with some steep climbs up into the mountains.
It's not the best way to warm up.
That was a steep section.
At the beginning of our journey, there were many trees for shelter and places to make camp. We had to enjoy it while we could, because once we reached the steppe, this would all change.
Man, all these motorcycles and trucks are kicking your ass. We're getting our first taste of the steppe.
First town we've seen in 40 kilometers maybe.
Hey, hey, horsies.
When the weather's warm, the rivers act as a great way to cool down and grab a bath. The steppe acts as an important grazing ground for the local shepherds. They make it their homes during the summers by bringing their yurts and their families up into these high elevation pastures. Biking down the steppe, I placed a bag containing warm clothes, a rain jacket, and our stove on the side of the road. During the 5 minutes it was down there, one Jeep passed.
We just lost a solar panel charger and our stove, battery pack, and my warm clothes. But we gained the dog.
Just as quickly as items had been stolen, a caravan of 4x4 trucks came past. Some local Kazakh people gave us food, matches, as well as a torch to use for boiling water. They made it very clear that this was not the norm in Kazakhstan, but we had just been unlucky. The steppe eventually gave way to a desert landscape. The green grasses being replaced by red rocks. No longer were there endless fields of animals, but instead desert shrubs.
Чай попьем. Да, вот потом отправили. Давай, давай.
Day of all time.
One night we camped at the entrance to the Tian Canyon. This is known as the Grand Canyon of Kazakhstan.
Alright, we just hit pavement after 3 days off, and it feels pretty nice. Don't it, John?
Oh, it's wonderful. We're airing my tires.
Do you want to? I want to also. You want to faff here?
As we neared Kazakhstan's border with Kyrgyzstan and China, the weather turned for the worse. It got very cold and I was forced to use a plastic bag as a raincoat. It would still be a couple days until we reached Karakol in Kyrgyzstan, where I would be able to purchase new clothes. As we got closer to the Kyrgyz border, we had our first encounter with kumis, or fermented horse milk.
We bought some milk at this shop. It's pretty rich fermented milk. Scully's in there attempting to buy some honey at the moment. Here's the honey. Here's the milk. Bring your own jar.
After almost a week in Kazakhstan, we reached the Kyrgyz border, the original destination of our trip. As soon as we entered Kyrgyzstan, we were greeted by a young boy riding a horse. Even though the only English he spoke was hello, he made it very clear that we were welcome in his country.
Hello. Well, the horse does not.
A short while later, we reached a stone pile which had been placed there by the mighty Khans themselves.
Oh no! Oh. Okay. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hey. So glad we took this route. Oregon Trail, the last frontier.
What's for lunch?
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
After a full day's ride from the border, we made it to Karakol. In this town, the largest on Lake Issyk-Kul, I would be able to purchase warm clothes and a rain jacket to replace the items which had been stolen in Kazakhstan. We also tried our luck at a carnival game inside the main square of the city.
Some religious stuff, I think.
Leaving Karakol, we rode around the shores of Lake Issyk-Kul. This lake, which dominates the map of Kyrgyzstan, reaches over 2,000 feet in depth. It is also the second largest alpine lake in the world. Even though it is surrounded by snow-capped peaks, it remains ice-free year-round due to its slight salinity. This day would be our second longest distance-wise, with over 80 miles covered on paved roads, smooth sailing the entire time.
Hey, what fuck in the back?
Hello.
I got us hummus.
Oh.
Where? You got a ride at his house.
Yeah.
9,200, almost 9,300 feet.
Yikes.
Probably, what, 1,600 more feet to go?
In the mountains every day, snow, rain. The bus, snow, rain.
We headed up and into the mountains, our goal being the Tosar Pass at over 13,000 feet elevation. The weather turned for the worse, and rain turned to snow.
Scully can't stop right now, or else he's gonna end up putting his foot in ice cold water.
And near the top, we were both in pretty rough spirits. Just at that time, some Kyrgyz angels showed up and fed us pork fat and vodka, which warmed our bodies and lifted our spirits and helped us continue up and over the pass.
Hello.
How are you?
Gold.
Where are you from?
USA.
USA? How do you find the stretch so this mountain?
Very nice.
Good night.
Beautiful.
Russian vodka drink. Чуть-чуть. Давай.
That mean yes? You mean small. Small. Чуть-чуть.
My name is Kuba.
Kuba.
John. My name is Melis.
John.
Misha.
Misha. John.
And John.
Kuba. Carl.
Hello. I'm just a little speaking in English. По-русски, это очень хорошо. Очень хорошо. По-русски, понимаешь, да?
The rain stopped.
Kind of.
May I come out?
even though much of the water in the mountains is probably pure, you cannot be too careful, and this is how we filtered it. We divvied up duties each day, and it worked well.
We're cleaning the outside? Since when do we do that?
Hygiene is also important while you're bike traveling.
No spit. That's how you do it.